how we're doing. I'm just going to move this whiteboard out of the way because there's not too much space, although it seems I've got a whole massive room to myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out of the way. I posted this earlier, so this is what we're going to be covering today. So I'm just going to move this over here. So we're going to go through pretty much the major joints in our body. So we're going to go over ankle, hips, low back, mid back, shoulders and wrists. Okay, no matter what you guys are suffering with, anything that I cover, this is going to help. So even if you have got shoulder problems, the ankle and hip stuff is going to help that because everything is connected and how everything moves. Okay, so I'm going to get the old timer going on here. So I'm going to go over everything in like a 40-20 sort of routine. So we're going to go through this whole routine twice. That will take us up to around 40 minutes. Okay, and we're going to start with ankles in a half kneeling position. Okay, so half kneeling like this. Everything's body weight. You don't need no additional dumbbells or weights or bands, rollers, anything like that. Okay, so we're going to start in a half kneeling position like this. We're going to kind of lean, so our weight and our pressure is over this knee. We're going to not let our heel lift off the floor, and we're going to take our knee over the top, around in a circle. Nice and easy, doesn't have to be quick, doesn't have to be too slow, just whatever you're comfortable with doing. Okay, so we're going to aim for about 20 seconds one way, and then we're going to go 20 seconds the other way. And then we're going to have a 20-second rest, change to the other ankle, and go from there. Okay, and then back the other way. So really sort of try and put your weight through this movement as much as you can. Okay, and rest there. So we're going to change sides. Exact same thing again. You're probably going to notice that you might not have as much sort of movement as sort of other people that you're doing it with, or others me and things like that, but that's completely normal, and this is how we sort of improve that movement. Okay, so once again. So really sort of try and push your sort of limits and your boundaries, see how far you can go. Obviously if your heel starts lifting off, just try and keep that place down. And so we're going to go back the other way. So yeah, this is usually a private sort of session that I run with a few guys that pay, but I've decided to do this as a free class because in this kind of time, everyone is going to want to benefit from this sort of stuff, be it working from home or you've sort of had these kind of problems but not sort of been aware of this class before, so it's going to benefit everyone. Okay, cool, and rest there. So we're going to go into our hips next. Don't need to worry about the knees, other joints are going to help these kind of middle joints here, so ankle and hip is going to create a benefit for the knees anyway. So this is going to be our seated 90-90. So you want to kind of get 90 degrees and 90 degrees as best you can. Now a lot of people are going to struggle with this movement, so maybe hands behind you would be best. So we're going to come to here and then back. If you don't need to have the hands behind you, then hands out in front. Just nice and slow. Taking it through. Try not to let your feet lift off, just get them to roll. And you will kind of, as you can see, I'm kind of coming closer to the camera, so you will need to shuffle back every now and then. Okay, a few more seconds. Cool, okay, rest there. So that's more to open up our sort of inner and outer hip muscles. really get a lot of movement there. So we're going to go into a lateral rock back next. So we're going to start in an all fours position like this. We're going to bring one leg out to the side. Don't want to put your foot down, you want to be on the outer edge of your foot. Okay, and then we're going to rock back into this heel that's here. Okay, so we're going to start here, all the way back, and then back up. We're not holding these positions, they're not a stretch. This is like an active movement drill. So most of you are probably feeling this on the inner thigh muscle here. Okay, a few more seconds. Cool. And change side. So we're going to do the exact same thing again. In this position, outer edge of our foot, and sit back into this heel, and then come back up. So you're almost going to be moving a bit like a diagonal sort of path. Okay, a few more seconds. I'm going to try and stick to the 40-20 as best I can. As we're going through this, you'll feel that the first 2 repetitions were harder, the last few were a little bit easier. So as long as we're getting the work done, then it's going to create a difference. Okay, and rest there, cool. So the next one is a quadruped car. So basically we're going to be in an all fours position. The car basically just means a controlled articulating rotation. So we're basically taking the hip for a large range of movement. Okay, so side view should hopefully be okay. So we're going to start in this position and we're going to take the leg straight back, twist, back, around, and then we're going to go the opposite way. So up, rotate. My head's probably cut off at the moment, so I'm watching it at the same time, but you can see the main part of the drill. Okay, cool. And same on the other side now. So all fours position. And we're going to take the leg straight, rotate, back, round, back. Nice work, guys, keep it up. A few more seconds. You don't have to follow exactly in time. If you do get a little bit lost, that's okay, you're doing the movements anyway. So that's the hip portion done. We're going to move on to our lower backs now. So this is what I call a figure 4 rotation. So as best I can, we're going to go into this. So we're going to do kneeling, one leg across. We're going to lay back, and from here, this thigh touches the ground. And we're going to come back, and then this foot touches the ground on the opposite side. Some of you might feel this stretch along your glutes, feel it in your abs, your lower back. Nice, okay, and rest there. And then we're going to do the same on the other leg this time. So, back down, one knee up, one leg across. You might find that you can't get your leg completely down, but just do the best you can. This is one of the drills that I sort of do every morning or every evening, depending on how the day's been, just to sort of stretch and alleviate tension in the lower back. Okay, and we'll rest about there, that's fine. So the next one that we're going to do is called a scorpion rotation. This could be a little bit difficult for some of you, but I just want you guys to try and do your best anyway. So what we're basically going to do is we're going to lay down on our front and we're going to bring one leg across our body, so almost sort of like the hook of a scorpion, or its tail even. So we're going to be on our front and we're just going to bring one leg up and over. Nice, keep going. So we're just alternating one leg. Nice. If you can't find that you get your foot to touch the ground on the other side, that's completely fine. Just kind of goes as far as you can and whatever feels comfortable. If you start feeling any pain, any sort of tingling, sort of sharp sensations, then just sort of hold it there and just alleviate it a little bit. Okay, more. Nice. Okay, cool. So that's the lower back sort of portion. So we're going to go into our mid backs now. So just around here. So we've got something called thread the needle. Okay, that's not something for you sort of sewing addicts out there and things like that. So what we're going to do is an all four position. Once again. So we're going to have a slight bend in this elbow. With this hand, we're going to thread through and rotate. Then we're going to come up, follow with our head, our hand up to the ceiling. Down again, and up. If you want to sort of hold these positions for a little bit longer than I'm doing, that's absolutely fine. So you might get to here and hold, and then move through, because it feels like quite a nice stretch or something like that. Okay, and change sides. Same thing again, all four position, back of our hand, sliding through, and open up. And a couple more. Nice. And rest there. So that's thread the needle. Now we're going to do something called open book, which is pretty much self-explanatory, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. So we're going to lay on our sides. We're going to have bottom leg straight, top leg bent over the top. This hand that's underneath is going to grab the leg. Oh, go this way, there we go. And from here, we're going to start here. We're going to open across and down. So if I just rotate around a little bit more. Same again to here, open up. Okay, and change sides. So once again, bottom leg straight, top leg comes over the top. This hand is going to hold on, and then from here, we're going to open up. Try and breathe as much as you can while you're going through these movements. Try not to hold your breath. Stay nice, calm, breathing in and out. I'll do a couple more. Nice. Okay. So, next up we have our shoulders. So we've got ankles, hips, low back, mid back, and we've got our shoulders. So the first one that we're going to do is swimmers, prone swimmers. So we're going to be laying on our front. Okay, one arm at a time. We're going to use one of our arms just to cover our head, also rest our head on, and the other arm is going to be staying off of the ground the whole time. Okay, in a swimming pattern. So I'll just show you. So this arm down to rest the head on, and then this arm is going to hover off the floor, and we're going to take it from here just to touch in the back of our hand on our lower back. Okay. If you can't get it directly behind your lower back, that's absolutely fine. Just try as best you can. Some of you might hear a bit of like clicking or feel like your shoulders making a lot of noise during this exercise. That's absolutely fine. As long as there's no pain involved, not a problem at all. Okay, and change arms, the same thing again on the other arm. Oh, see, foam rollers, not good for anything. Nice. Couple more. Cool. And rest there. Okay. So another one for the shoulders is a half kneeling car. So similar with the car that we've done for the hip, we're going to do for the shoulder. So it's going to be a half kneeling position, opposite knee, opposite arm, okay? Some of you might be a bit wobbly on one knee, so just sort of take your time and get your balance. Slowly, thumb up, driving the movement all the way up. Then we're going to rotate and just bring it all the way back. Okay, so if any of you played guitar, you might be reminiscing of old times. I mean, even my own shoulder clicks a little bit during this one. No pain, but it's completely normal. Okay, a couple more. Okay, and change side. So opposite knee, opposite arm. Thumb driving the movement all the way up. Rotate around. Okay, so I'm going to face you all the way up. Rotate around. Okay, about 10 more seconds. Cool, and rest there, brilliant. So last thing we're going to do is just one move for the wrists. A lot of people do sort of struggle with their wrist mobility. Typing on a keyboard all day at home is going to be sort of quite harsh on your wrists themselves, so you're going to get a little bit stiff. Okay, so we're going to work on a quadruped circle, so hands and knees position again. And what we're going to do is, as much as we can tolerate, we're going to sort of do a big circle, moving the pressure of our shoulders pretty much up over the front of our wrists and back down. If you find that this is quite painful, then just don't go out as far, or sort of sit back a little bit more with these circles, as that will take the pressure off your wrists. But ideally, we want to move a lot of our weight off the front of our wrists. So shown here. If your hand starts to lift off, then you're probably going a bit too far than what you can tolerate. Okay, a few more seconds. Cool, and rest there. Alright, so we're going to go through the whole thing one more time. That way we've pretty much hit everything twice. It's going to give ourselves about 20 seconds rest. Then we're going to go over it again. Once again guys, this is going to help with pretty much most of your problems, be it from shoulder problems to lower back problems, everything like that. Everything is connected, and targeting all these areas, doing this routine every morning, you're going to see drastic differences. And I've already posted this routine up on the ABC page, so take a look at that. Obviously any questions, write them in the comments and I'll have a look through them after, and I'll try and respond to you guys as best I can. Alright, so we're going to go back to the half kneeling circles again. So we're going to go to half kneeling position, body weight over our leg, and we're going to take our ankle round in a circle. Okay, and back the other way. So if any of you want to improve your sort of squat depth, or if you're a frequent runner, you've been running during these isolated times because the gyms are shut, there's hills. Okay, and change to the other side. And again. Any of you with sort of knee pain, this is going to help dramatically as well. Hip pain, outer hip pain, anything like that that's referring more up the leg. Doing a bit of work on your ankles is really going to benefit. And back the other way. Okay, 3 more seconds. Good, and rest there. Alright, so we're going to go back to our hips now. So we're going to get into that seated 90-90 position once again. So I'm just going to face this way to show you. So leg out in front at sort of like a 90-degree right angle. Same with this leg. Once again, if you can't do this just body weight, put your hands behind you, or sort of just use your hands as you go through. But ideally, just want to slowly take your legs through this movement. Moving close to the camera. You do sort of drift forward when you do this. Some weird crab walk or something. Okay, and rest there. So we're going to go to the lateral rock back once again. So all these hip drills are going to once again help your lower back sort of pain, neck pain, upper back pain, just because of how the pelvis moves and affects everything else up the spine. So doing these drills in the morning after you've worked out, anything like that, it's going to really help. So all 4 position, leg out to the side on the side of your foot. So you want to be on this part of your foot. And we're going to sit back into the heel. Good stuff, guys. Probably have about 10 more seconds. And then we're going to change side. If you want to make this drill a little bit easier, then bring the leg more backwards. If you want to make it harder, bring this leg more frontwards. Okay, change sides. So we're about 3/4 of the way through, or just over halfway. Hopefully this is feeling easier than the first time we went through. If not, then it just means you've got to keep doing it more every day. And you'll really start to see changes pretty quickly. Nice. Okay, last one is the quadruped calves once again. So, just to show, hands and knees. We're going to take the leg straight back out, rotate, bring the leg back round, and then we're going to go the same way. So back, rotate. change sides. Some of you are really potentially feeling like your glutes and your outer sort of hip muscles, your thigh muscles, all sort of getting involved and actually finding this is a bit of like a workout, which is absolutely fine. Just means that probably these areas need a little bit more work than you think. So we're actually working now trying to do this exercise. So there we go, rotate. Ten more seconds. Cool. And rest there. So, I'm going to go back into our low backs now. If any of you guys have done the lives from earlier, then this is probably going to be quite a nice little routine for you guys to do, just to unwind and sort of release a lot of tension that's built up during those exercises. If you haven't been doing the lives, then what are you doing? We're providing a lot of free content, guys, a lot of lives, and they're worth checking out. So, I'm going to go into a figure 4 rotation. So, knees bent, one leg across, this thigh down to the floor. Try not to let your shoulders lift up off the floor, and then this foot down to the floor as well. Once again, you might want to hold these positions for a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. Whatever feels more or less comfortable for you is absolutely fine. Cool. And I'm going to change legs. Same thing again. Outer thigh down to the floor. And then this foot down to the floor. 10 more seconds. Okay, and rest there. So, don't forget guys, if I am going either too quick or too slow for you guys to watch and sort of follow on with me, the live will save on the Facebook page for ABC Gym after this. So if you want to rewatch it every morning or every evening or after this evening, if you missed a couple of bits, then go ahead and do that. Make sure you share it so anyone else you know that could benefit from this will also see it as well. So we're going to do the scorpion rotations once again. So once again, if you can't get your leg all the way, that's fine. Just do what you can. Nice. 10 more seconds. One more. Cool. And rest there. So we're going to go into the mid back now. So we're going to do our thread the needle once again. So just to re-explain, we're on a hands and knees position. We're going to take one arm with a slight bend in the other elbow. We're going to rotate through and reach as far as we can through that gap. Then we're going to come back up to the ceiling, follow your hand with your eyes. Ten more seconds. And change sides. Obviously you haven't got to spin around, I'm just doing it so you can follow along. Hands and knees, slight bend, reach through. And then up. And rest there. So then the next one is open book once again. So we're going to lay on our side, okay, bottom leg straight, the top leg is going to come across. This hand that's on the bottom is going to hold, and then we're going to rotate with the hand on top. Good stuff, guys. Number 3 more. Then we're going to change sides. I think that's 3. So, same again. Bottom leg straight, top leg held. If you rotate your head and follow it with your hands, it'll make this a little bit easier. Two more. Last one. Good. Okay. So then we have our prone swimmers once again for our shoulders. So laying on your front. Hand under the head, hands under your head to support and rest your head on. We're going to keep this arm hovering off the ground the whole time. And we're going to rotate and twist the arm behind our backs. If you can't get all the way there, just try and get as far as you can. Looks like we're going to go just over 40 minutes, but that's alright. Two more. And last one. Nice. And change arms. So once again guys, if you are experiencing any pain or any sort of sharpness or tingling, anything like that during these exercises, just stop there, do what you can do, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments. So 10 more seconds. Just over, a few more. Cool, and rest there. So, next one we're going to do, we've got 2 more things left guys. We're going to do a half kneeling calves with our shoulders. So, opposite knee, opposite arm. I'm going to drive the movement with our thumb all the way up, rotate, bring it back round. Try not to avoid too much rotation as you do this. Try and keep your body facing one way and do as much of the movement with your shoulders as you can. Okay, 10 more seconds. Cool. Change sides. So opposite knee, opposite arm. So albeit we're going to be in isolation over the next few weeks, every Monday at the same time, 6:30, for about 40 to 45 minutes. Mobility Monday is going to be free, live streamed by me on the ABC page. So if you haven't already, make sure you like the ABC page, subscribe to all their notifications for any messages that they put up or any posts that we do, so you don't miss out on anything. Cool, and rest there. So last thing that we're going to do is our circles for our wrists. Okay, so we're going to go back the opposite way that we did the first time. So we're going to put all of our weight over our wrists. If that hurts a bit, then just sit back a bit more. We're just going to go around in a big circle. So side on just for you guys to see. Gonna come back all the way over front. Nice, keep it going. About 10 more seconds. Nice, good stuff. And rest there. So some of you may have found that a little bit difficult, some of you may have found it relatively easily. Obviously that's just pure body weight. Not everyone has foam rollers, resistance bands, dumbbells, stuff like that at home. So if you do have extra equipment, let me know in the comments, and what I'll try and do is see if I can do an adapted version for you guys that have got a little bit more equipment. Okay, and any questions that you have, leave them in the comments. Anything about pain, injury, anything like that, and I'll have a little look through and respond to as many of you as I can. Stay tuned for the live videos from the ABC account. We've got a lot more content coming up during the week, and you won't want to miss out. Alright, so once again guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you shortly.